Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Weston.
I'm Max.
So we just went live in the Flipping Wheels group chat, and a common question that we get asked is how much money do you really need when investing? Particularly we invest in cars, but what would you say that is a good safe amount when starting?
Well, you could start off with as little as maybe $50 to $100 and some other things like a cell phone, for example. But we kind of agreed that around $1,000 would be a safe bet to get started with your first car vehicle investment.
It usually takes about 3 to 4 months to save up $1,000. And the cool thing with being able to do this or being in this market is that you're able to compound your money so quickly and easily. I'll use my brother for an example. So he had trouble, being able to save up enough money. I knew that he was, working hard to save up just $1,000. And I knew once he did that, I was like, hey, I'll help you and guide you in the right direction. And he always wanted to buy and resell cars. So I was able to help my brother find a Ford Ranger, a 1998 Ford Ranger for $800. And in just 5 days, he was able to sell it for $1,600. So all that 3 months that he spent trying to save, we were able to, double his money in just 5 days. So I think that is a really cool story. It's probably my favorite story that I've had.
My first flip was when I was 15. I was working at Dairy Queen and my coworker needed to sell her car really fast. So she offered to sell it to me for less than it was worth. I decided to buy it, and within about 2 weeks, I went from an $800 car to selling it for $1,400. And that's what got me hooked. I realized that it had taken me months working at Dairy Queen to make that initial $800, and then I made the $600 profit in a few weeks.
And I think the whole premise, of why you guys see so much value in investing in cars and why starting with a $1,000 investment, it's a good middle ground where it's not too much money. It takes a couple months to get there, and just to kind of express the importance of compounding interest, how you can take those initial $1,000 and flip it or convert it to $1,500 in a couple weeks while you're enjoying the car that you're driving and stuff like that. I think that's the beautiful thing about what we do, is that now we've been able to scale to a point where we still have these high volume flips, budget cars if we want to call them, because it's nice to be able to have and invest $1,000 and flip it to $2,000.
Well, the percent gain is so great. It's almost like
so much higher.
You should not do these cars still, in my opinion.
Of course,
and the buyer pool is really large as well.
Definitely.
There are a lot of people that are looking for $1,000 or a $2,000 car.
Huge target audience.
Right. Fewer people, unless you're Richie Ricky.
No. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be definitely less people trying or in the market, right, that could afford a GTR. And yes, that might be a goal to get to, but it starts with the initial understanding that yeah, you're working really hard to save that money, and now you found or exposed to a market where you can really compound that money. If you really do have a passion for it, then one day hopefully get to a point where you can start making money off of your dream cars.
Supercars.
Yeah, exactly.
Turning your passion for cars into profit, right, Wes?
Yemo!
Okay. All right. How do we stay connected, boys?
I want to thank you guys so much for your time. If you guys have any questions, drop a comment below or feel free to direct message me on my Instagram. The link is in my description. And for those that want to get started in finding the best deals in your area, you can click that first link below. We would love to stay connected and help you guys every step of the way.
All right, guys, be sure to drop a thumbs up. Thank you guys again for your time. Like always,
subscribe, baby. Let's go. Let's keep flipping, baby. Let's go. Let's keep making that money.